Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? How's it going? It's yet again, the Crypto Otaku here for some more Crypto Chaos and some coffee this morning. I'm still trying to wake up, guys. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to Wicked Wednesday, Wicked Wrench Wednesday, that is. And yeah, it is gonna be another day, guys. Another day. It looks like it's better than it could have been, right? It's better than it could have been. Basically, sitting right on top of our baseline target. Not too bad. Still baseline bearish, though. Jesus. Everyone's still waiting for Jackson Hole. Jackson Hole on Friday. J Pal's comments on Jackson Hole. We got, of course, Cliff, numero uno, Cliff out the gate. How you doing? Good morning, Cliff. Yes, good morning. Brave Heart with Freedom. Good morning, Otaku fam. Oh, damn it. I didn't get a chance to work on that last night. I had a note and everything set up. Damn it. I want to finish my McFreedom hangout space. Crypto JPEG number 3. You know what? Maybe one of these days I'll bring it up and I'll do it on the stream. One of these lazy nights we are having here lately. Good morning, Crypto fam. Bring the morning chaos. That's what we're here to do. This is what we're here to do. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Are we there yet? When Moon. You know When Moon.
When will then be now? Soon.
100% Braveheart, 100%. Soon. When we get this money, let's get this money. Just heard another buy order execute. Damn. That's I guess that's not good. You heard a buy execute, order execute. That means that you just dipped on whatever project you're trying to pick up. Let's see. Boom, he's live. That's right, I'm live. How's it? Good morning, guys. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Good morning, everyone. Much love. Yes, Sup Otaku over the top shot. How you doing, man? How you doing? That's a nice wrench. It's a big one. It's a big one. And again, guys, if you guys want a wrench before the bull run, if we get to 1,000, I'm gonna stop giving them away. So I'm giving away wrenches. If you guys request one, I will give you a wrench before we hit 1,000 subs. Limited time offer. Oh, geez, guys. Let's get into it and see what's going on today. Morning. Still trying to wake up. But look, yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. 113.4. It's only 10 or 11,000 from the previous all-time high. Yeah, it's not that bad. It could still been a little higher. I think the market's still overreacting. Again, a lot of this is to test a lot of the lettuce hands. Get the lettuce hands out. Make sure we got the diamond hands all waiting for the big one. Or just waiting forever, man. I mean, my Bitcoin, I'm never going to sell it. I'm really never going to sell it until I need it. Until I need to retire. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what we have here. Anthony Smith, how's it going? I'd like a wrench, please. Yes, sir. Wrenches are for everyone. You get a wrench, and you get a wrench, and you get a wrench. Yeah. Before the no sleep zone, I'm giving away wrenches. So, by the time we hit the no sleep zone, I'm sure we'll be over 1,000 subs. We're only 150 away, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe down below. Enough shilling. Let's get into the program. All right, so we got about 5 minutes to open bell. Open bell happens in about 5 minutes. We'll go over a few quick metrics before we get the open bell. Take a look and see what Bloomberg's rattling on about this morning. They're probably on break right now.
More so when there's a big dip in the market, which we obviously haven't had. Maybe yesterday you could call one.
Nvidia's the most under-owned mega cap.
That doesn't make any sense.
They're like over $4 trillion in market cap. How are they under-owned? What the hell? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Bloomberg. Let's see. Anyway, so Powell faces economic crossroads in Jackson Hole speech as Fed chair tenure nears end. This will be his last speech at Jackson Hole. I've watched at least 3 of these in the past. Not excited. Really not excited to listen to him, shuffle his feet and just be like, it's going to be okay, but nothing has changed, and we're just waiting for more data. And, I know I might give like one little glare at the camera, and then the whole market will dump.
Satoshi started a...
Oh, geez, I hit the wrong button, guys. Oh, man. All right. It's early. It's still early. So that's what's going on. I guess we can read up on that and get the latest and greatest from Powell himself. as the markets react to nothing. Overreact to nothing. Federal Reserve Chair Powell will deliver a keynote address on the annual Jackson Hole event on Friday at a crucial time of the economy. Anticipates the central bank's next interest rate cut as his tenure at the helm of the Fed winds down. Powell's speech is in the spotlight of Jackson Hole is expected to be his last as Fed chair as his term expires in May 2026, and President Donald Trump is vowing not to reappoint him to the role. Trump appointed Powell to the role in 2017. His term as federal governor extends into 2028, though Powell hasn't said whether he'll continue to serve after his chairmanship. The chair's keynote address has also come at times of uncertainty in the United States economy, while the labor market, this freaking ad's in the way. While the labor market has remained at near full unemployment, and the full July jobs report has weaker than expected and downward revisions to the unemployment in May and June showed job creation nearing a stall speed. Yeah, we remember that big fiasco, which actually pumped markets. It's just weird, guys. It's weird. Bad data is good data. For markets, it is, of course. Inflation has come down markedly from the 41-year highs seen in 2022, but has traded higher in the recent months as more tariffs take effect and cause a rise in consumer prices. Powell may see the opportunity to present an annual speech at the Kansas City's Monetary Policy Conference to signal the market how he views the latest data and whether the rates cuts will resume in September after he employed a similar tactic last year. So yeah, it's almost like we're going to get a repeat from last year. Almost. Like history keeps repeating itself over and over. Anyway, yeah, in his August 2024 speech, Powell said the Federal Reserve would begin cutting interest rates at the next meeting in September. He explained that, and the time has come for the policy to adjust, adding that the direction of travel is clear, and the timing and the pace of rate cuts will depend on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. So he's expected to have a similar stance again. It's almost like he's stuck in a time capsule. He's stuck in place. All right. I'm over that. Let's take a look and see what they're rattling about this morning. Right now, on Bloomberg.
Not so much yet.
1 year.
They are on break currently.
Orient the employees to this is a wonderful
YouTube
event. This IPO. What is a moment in time on a very long
journey. Just keeps dragging with me. Okay. Keep fighting everything this morning. Right. What else we got? Crypto markets on the hour. When I started the live stream before the market got close to opening. We're about a minute away right now from the open market bell. Everything was going green. Everything. This was green on the hour before I started the live stream. Now it's all going red. So you can kind of tell where the market's going to be headed as soon as the market bell opens. It's not great. It's not wonderful. But it is what it is. And we're all just waiting for Jay Powell to show his hole. Yes. Pretty stupid, guys. Yes, good morning, Super Danny. Good morning. Good morning, Otaku and fam. We just keep delaying the inevitable, and that is, of course, the adoption of real assets and real money to the world. What is that meme core, right? Yeah, meme core. Meme core is back up again, 20% on the day. It's been a while since we saw this move. When was that? Back in the end of July. So about a whole month. I guess they must be getting some sort of announcement or something. Maybe a new listing. I don't know. But meme core, I like the idea. I think it needs more partnerships. But I like the idea. Of basically basically your the ability to utilize memes in social media and capture any kind of meme as maybe a token. That's kind of the idea around this, is incorporating memes into social media in a bigger way with NFTs, I believe, and crypto assets. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. I like the idea to integrate with social. Basically, socialify. Basically, it's this weird world we live in. What are you, stupid? It is what it is. It is what it is. This is 2025. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Wrecked Wrench Wednesday. Wicked Wrench Wednesday. Wrecked Wrench Wednesday. Going strong, guys. Yes. Here we go. let's get back to it. Open bell should happen now.
For
Boom.
sure. In terms of the stocks to watch,
Premier?
we're really focused today on retail earnings.
Absolutely, and there's a lot to talk about here. We have Target announcing a CEO change and an outlook. You add it all together, investors clearly on edge. The stock getting decimated at the opening bell, down about 10%. Lowe's a different story and an interesting one. Its earnings topped estimates, and the company also announced that it will buy foundation building materials for $8.8 billion in cash. Shares up about 4% or so. They're really focusing on the professionals here rather than the DIY set, and shareholders seem to like it. TJ Maxx, really interesting. They boosted their earnings outlook as discounts lure shoppers. Matt, you pointed out that that's the whole thing.
Why does this keep freezing? I don't know why it just keeps
It's the
pausing
whole business model. What's really interesting is that you
What the
took a look
hell?
over the past 5 years for this company, absolutely crushing it, up over 170% on a total return basis.
Yeah, TJ Maxx actually beating out every other big clothing retailer I could put up
And the
against it.
S&P 500.
Yeah, doing very well. So I don't know
This is
who I would
insane.
cross shop really with TJ Maxx. We were talking about Loman's. I'm not sure if
7%
that
almost. Oh my God, 8
exists
almost 8.
anymore. Kohl's is a big loser compared to TJX, as is Nordstrom.
People are hurting,
So
man. They're going trying to buy up
Everything
as
is.
much
very
discount as
interesting
they can.
moves there. Hertz
that's
is
what that is.
surging today on news that the car rental company will start
Hertz.
selling pre-owned cars
Still
on
popular.
Amazon
Hertz.
Autos. You can see another 12% gain here. Earlier this year in April, Bill Ackman took a 20% stake. Our friend Tom Wagner owns and runs.
I don't want to hear the banter around Hertz, but this morning they did have some decent back and forth. Matt Miller was actually talking about Intel and the government's investment into Intel, purchasing about 11 or 10% of the stake in the company, and it was a good idea. It was a good back and forth on the idea of whether the White House or the government, U.S. government, is creating some sort of venture capital fund around U.S. equities. It's interesting. It's interesting. OG Boban, good morning. OG Boban, how's it going? Yo, Taku master, a puppet pulling the strings. Jeez. Oh man, I'm the master puppet. That's pulling the rest of the other puppet strings, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But this keeps jumping, man. I don't know why this keeps pausing randomly. I think it might be my headset. Keeps knocking out. Weird. Anyway, so markets can wait. Jackson Hole.
But yeah, we're all expecting that, and obviously some things this morning makes it seem like it's even more possible to happen.
2 more
and
days.
for the whole Fed, all the Fed governors to slowly become dovish. So I don't know how much more he can say. Like I think, given those expectations, there could be a chance that he says we still care about inflation, and the labor market isn't weak enough for us to care so much about that.
It's interesting. You think about that 85% pricing that's in for September. Maybe it was closer to 90% a little bit ago. It was really solidified after we got that labor market print for July, really ugly, and also the revisions caught a lot of people by surprise in a bad way. But you write in your notes that inflation should still matter more.
I think for right now, because I think if you look at I think we got a little spoiled, right? Like I think everybody always, it's about frame of reference. And we had 600,000 jobs added on average coming out of COVID. And then it got cut in half and cut in half and cut in half. And to have not a lot of jobs being added now kind of makes sense. And I think the revisions were a function of the fact that we weren't really funding data collection in the BLS, and probably needed to use more technology and things like that. And we still start with a phone call. So I think, but I am worried about the labor market simply because if it doesn't come out in inflation with higher prices from tariffs, it could just come out with cost cutting. And cost cutting means probably, rethinking the way your labor market works, the way your own employee set works. And the CEO, conference board CEO, confidence measure, I think it's called, said there's actually, we saw a tick up in less hiring, at least. I think it was like 34%, which is like the highest since 2020.
I wonder how the labor market affects retail trading, and you obviously have a great vantage point for that. I mean, if people lose their jobs, do they trade less? Are they sitting at home and trading more? What are you seeing in the data from Robinhood?
Nothing's really changed. I mean, you're definitely seeing continued growth.
Because we still have unemployment at 4%.
Yeah, I mean, right, exactly. Like it's still a relatively full labor market. And you see data from places like JP Morgan, Chase, and Bank of America where they show you like savings on average, and it's still above the 2019 levels. So the consumers continue to spend. We are seeing an increase in credit, right, and people taking on debt. So that is something to worry about. But we haven't really seen any major.
I call it doom spending. Doom spending.
Interesting. And we've talked about single names. We talked about CoreWeave. What about at the sector level? I mean, what is the thinking around specific sectors, specific industries, as we talk about these different cross currents when it comes to the labor market, when it comes to trade policy, when it comes to corporate earnings?
Earnings have obviously been resilient, but I do think, like, everyone was saying, oh, Q2 earnings were so amazing, but expectations had come down dramatically.
Yeah.
And where earnings growth ended up was where earnings growth expectations were prior to Liberation Day. So I often wonder, like, were they really that good, or were they just where they should have been expected to be? From a sector and space perspective, we're preferring GARP names, and we started seeing this rotation in July. Growth at a reasonable price, which means that we're not necessarily owning like the highest momentum names, and we want to make sure we have allocations to things that maybe have been a little bit left behind, either in the tech space. We like aerospace and defense, although that's been a little more wobbly lately, but I still like it longer term. And you know, GARP, as an example, like J&J, you know, that sort of, I think, under the current, like they still have some stickiness, obviously, with their past,
but I do like that idea that I don't know if I agree with it though. I don't know. Robinhood, yeah, is reporting still that you know, I guess average retail investors are still spending on investments. I don't know. I mean, I have been noticing an uptick on a lot of these normie searches, really, over the past 3 months. So I know that they're getting back in now, and we did see an uptick in Doge before Elon blew that ship up. That ship sailed. But even like XRP blowing up the way it is, normies love XRP. So definitely seeing that, yeah, seeing that they're in some capacity. I definitely feel it. I don't know if it's like that, but the way she's describing. Stocks are a little changed as investors weigh on retail earnings, await Fed minutes. Breaking. I guess we can get into this CNBC article real quick. Stocks are a little changed on Wednesday. Investors weigh on a mixed batch of retail earnings and look ahead of the Federal Reserve's latest meeting minutes release. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down, rose 69 points, or a 0.2. S&P slipped 0.1, and Nasdaq shed 0.3. Our Target shares dropped more than 10% after the retailer reported another decline in sales. Did they just have a new CEO? Yeah, they just announced a new CEO who will step into the role on February 1st. That's still a long time from now. Markets overreact so like crazy. Anyway, yeah, so Lowe's meanwhile gained 2.9% after the home improvement retailers earned beating expectations. Investors are also awaiting July's meeting minutes from the Fed due at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oof, that could make or break the market too. Again, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, guys, hold on to your horses for that. Holy crap! I can't wait to see how that shifts the markets. So that comes ahead of the remarks of the Fed Federal meeting on Powell's on Friday. Which investors will monitor the insights of the path of interest rates. Fed fund futures are pricing in a nearly 85% likelihood of the central bank cutting interest rates at the next policy gathering in September, according to the CME's Fed Watch tool. We expect this year's Jackson Hole meeting at the offer an opportunity for Powell to again nod towards the monetary easing, and head of the Blue Bay U.S. fixed income team at the RBC Global Asset Management. While there are some hot spots in the month's inflation reading, it's probably not enough to deter the doves on the committee. So it's probably going to happen. We also seen, again, don't forget, the descent of two, I think it was two, maybe more, Fed chair perspectives on again, you know, against continuing as is and not pushing a rate cut. That happened, of course, at the last Fed meeting. And so I feel the general sentiment is still, even within the Fed, that we're going to get these rate cuts. Anyway, I did, like I said, say that everything was green when I first started on the hour. It's still shifting into red as the market opened. We are getting a little bit of that now. Bitcoin holding on right now at 113.3. still there. We saw a little wick up in the morning as soon as the market bell rang, right there. But seemed like that was kind of a fake out. As it did appear like this was at least attempting to in the 5-minute short time frames. Not much of anything really here on the longer time frames, but it did in the shorter time frames appear like we had a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern kind of going on, but more than likely it's just there to trap the bears. And here we are. Here we are, guys. All right, let's get in to see what some general sentiment is right now in the markets as they opened. U.S. stock market currently opening in green today. Sitting there just 60 in greed. Last night, crypto fear and greed fell to like 55. Actually, was it 54 in fear? I forget where it was, 53 in fear, something like that. Let's see where we are this morning. Probably it was in fear last night. Yeah, 44 in fear. 43. It's probably 43 last night. That's kind of insane. Again, the last time we were in fear was like back in April, I think. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've been in fear. I can't even remember the exact date. It's ridiculous. And yeah, it's again, the whole market's just overreacting to the Fed rate cuts and of course Jerome's hole. Oh jeez. Okay, let's go back in the chat real quick and catch up with you guys. Otaku, how's it going, Perez? How's it going? Good morning. OG Otaku says yes. Yeah, pulling strings, 100%. Financial advisor strings. No, I am not a financial advisor. I am not your financial advisor. Everything I say is not financial advice. I am just a guy on YouTube. Just an entertainer, man. Yeah, having fun while we hang out and make some money. That's what this all is about, man. Jesus. Oh man. You can X stocks on Solana like MicroStrategy. Yeah, you can buy stocks on Solana. Who was offering that? I forget. Was Robinhood offering that stocks? No. Who was doing the Solana stocks? I forget who's doing those. I saw it somewhere. They started offering them. What was the beginning of this year? Who's offering that? Is Coinbase doing it now too? I didn't know Coinbase was doing it. I'm still not a big stock guy, man. I'm still 100% all crypto assets. Anyway, moving on. Other than that, let's see what we can find for headlines today this morning. Again, news is a little bit mixed, a little bit slow. So bear with me. Let's take a look at CNBC, Fox Business on the talking heads, see what they're talking about. Treasury yields edge higher.
The company over the last couple of years and their strategy, which is being rewarded by shareholders. Almost 30% to your point, up year to date, 28.5%. AT&T's market cap now exceeds that of Verizon. Yeah. Which is always notable. Still trails that of T-Mobile, but kind of, getting a bit closer. I mean, it's still almost. And 90.
The way you always compare these two is the dividend yields, right? So Verizon
it just keeps doing that today.
Yields almost 6%.
Yep.
AT&T's well below 4%. So it's not really the yield story again. Actually, do you guys see the Wall Street Journal story about Ford's?
It's my headset. Damn it.
Dividend
yes.
Today. Jonathan Weil, who's kind of good on the corporate accounting type stuff.
Just essentially arguing that it would be tough to maintain.
It's tough to maintain. They kind of target their payout based on this adjusted free cash flow measure. Obviously, the Ford family is still a big recipient of the dividends. There seems a lot of reluctance, although they've suspended it in times of economic stress, like the pandemic and such. They want to maintain it, but it's a 5% plus dividend. And there's only about maybe 20 S&P stocks that are in that realm. By the way, UPS.
I'm getting nothing out of you. Nothing out of you guys bantering back and forth this morning. Let's take a look at Fox Business. Probably nothing better here. New Jersey residents see a 20% surge in energy bills. Yikes. I wonder if that's because Canada's cutting them off.
Just from data center demand.
Madison, I think I told you, I've got a house in Cape Cod, in Massachusetts. Same thing is happening there. Energy prices way up. You know what they have in common with New Jersey? Windmills. They were convinced that windmills were going to do what they haven't done.
All right. I'm over that. I've heard this back and forth on windmills so many times. So stupid. I mean, there's literally miners using windmills. Like Bitcoin miners. I don't want to hear this ridiculous nonsense. It's costing more money to produce energy with windmills, whatever. If it's a windy day, it's pretty good. Anyway, let's see what else we got going on here. Powell faces economic crossroads at Jackson Hole. Yes, we already read that one. Google signs major nuclear power deal for Alabama, Tennessee data centers. We were just talking about data centers. They're popping up everywhere. Costco's Pepsi to Coke switch goes viral as members sound off. Damn. I guess that's a long time coming, I guess. I still prefer Coke over Pepsi, but yeah. Trump administration AI's tariffs revenue to pay down U.S. debt. I guess we could take a look at that. That's again going more towards the tariffs are going to pay down our debt kind of BS. It's going to do everything. It's the miracle drug, basically. It's going to pay down our debt. It's going to give stimulus to the American people. Tariffs are going to be just the one catch cure all for the U.S. Economy. Oh, jeez. I guess we can get into this whole idea again. Gamma Gunner is coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Gamma, for supporting the chaos in the morning. Great Rising Otaku. Yes, chaos and fam. Let's go. Let's get this money. Gamma, of course, coming in with her current, her usual tagline. Thank you, Gamma. Love you as well. You know what would really be nice this morning? A little bit of Bailey's. In my coffee this morning would be nice. I should definitely get some for the studio. On days like today, man, I need a little kick. I need a little kick today. I'm having a hard time waking up today. I've been trying to stay up a little too late and try to polish my house up or my bunker up for the inspection on Thursday. All right, let's see what else we got here on the chat. While I'm here, you can buy X stocks on Solana, says OG Boban. Bobbin. I do this. I'm still doing it, man. Bobbin. Yes, Bobbin. I have an inspection on Thursday of my bunker. It's been leaking. No, I don't know. They just want to do a routine inspection. And so I gotta make sure everything's up to snuff, I guess. Like MicroStrategy, you can buy X stocks on Solana. Okay, Jerome Stonks Powell offers stocks from his trunk of his car. Oh my god, I can see him pulling up the Jackson Hole, and he's just like, hey, "You want some Nvidia? I got some right here." Oh my god, just open up his trench coat. Oh my god, sort of exciting when you see a little news for days. Excitement and chaos follows. 100%. I would say right now it's the calm before the chaos. That's what it is. The calm before the chaos. Coke on mirror is the only Coke you should like. Wow. You were saying right for the first time. Yes, Bobbin. I got you, man. I got you. All right. Okay. Let's get back into the news. See what else we can dig up. Trump calls the tariff windfall so beautiful to see as cash sails in. I think we're going to bring down the deficit of GDP. We start paying down our debt, and then at that point it can be used for offset American people, he says. That the nation's debt, which is about the amount of money the U.S. owes to these creditors, is nearing $37.2 trillion. It already is, guys. As of last night, we're inching closer to 37.3. The staggering figure is intensified as a long-standing debate in Washington over government spending, taxation, and efforts to rein in the ballooning deficit. I still don't understand how they were so late on this. We were celebrating 37 trillion like 2 months ago, right? And they're just figuring it out right now, and it was reported in a major way last week. I just didn't understand it. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this society? Is just so behind. I don't know. So yeah, national debt tracker, American taxpayers, you are now on the hook for 37 trillion, 137 billion as of 8/18/2025. Yeah, it's, I mean, the debt clock is forecasting a little higher than that, but still as expected. The bronze statue of Albert Gallatin by James Earl Fraser stands in front of the White House, the Treasury Building in Washington, D.C. Besson says he anticipates revising the year's tariff estimate above the previous $300 billion projection. While he did not offer the new forecast, he emphasized that the total would be substantially higher. The U.S. collateral is more than $29 billion in tariff revenues in July, and the highest monthly total to date so far this year. According to the Treasury Department's latest customs and certain excise tax data released on August 15th, total tariff revenues had reached $156 billion. As the Trump administration touts a rising tariff revenue, it's U.S. businesses that pay those higher import taxes, the federal government. However, the cost of the often falls onto the consumers as companies raise prices to offset the economic burden. And we're starting to see a little bit of that now, but yeah, a lot of these tariffs are loading as we speak. By the end of the month, I'm sure most of them, if not all of them, I mean, other than trade deals we still haven't settled with China and some other countries, are going to be in full effect. Okay, what else we have here? Bank executives break silence on political pressure from Obama, Biden. We talked about that yesterday. It was kind of silly article on the top of Fox Business. All right, let's take a look at Bloomberg, see what they're talking about this morning, who they got on right now. They got nobody. CNBC, back to CNBC real quick. We have about 5 more minutes. I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes for the crypto chaos of the crypto news to load. You know, we got to make sure that's done in the oven. Squawk on the Streets coming back. Hopefully they're not talking about Hertz. Really, I'm so tired of it. Hurts to keep talking about Hertz. God. Oh boy. All right, let's see what other headlines we might have in the CNBC real quick. I don't think I gave them a fair shake this morning. Hassett likely to be Trump's pick for Fed chief, though Warsh is more qualified. CNBC surveys finds. Microsoft and NFL announced multi-year partnership to use AI to enhance game day analysis. I think that's pretty much a given that was going to happen. What else we have here? Trump snapped up more than $100 million in bonds while in office. Stocks are a little changed. Investors weigh in retail earnings, waiting Fed minutes. Again, that comes out at 2 p.m., guys. Trump slams anti-American pushback after fresh delay onto Arizona copper mine. It's kind of a nothing burger kind of day, guys. Let's get back into Bitcoin's price action, and as we see a little bit of a fall, down to 112.7. That's still not quite into our bear territory. We could go as low, guys. We could go as low as 110,000. I really don't want to see it, but it's a possibility. As this ridiculous sell-off continues with the overreaction of the childish stock investors. Oh my god. I know what this animal is. This is a bear. I still don't remember what this animal is anymore. What is this thing? God.
What are you, stupid?
It feels that kind of way, guys. Right now we are sitting at a make it or break it moment for Bitcoin. Honestly. This is the bottom of the channel we've been watching now for a while. This is it. See if I can get this line to, there we go, get back up to here. Things keep changing every time I jump in and out of TradingView. I think it's because I jump back and forth on my phone. Okay, so yep, sitting right there at the bottom. See if we can hold on to this 112,000. Again, this was the previous low we had just last month, or no, the beginning of this month. And the end of last month, we did fall as low as 111.9. Again, 112 is the line in the sand, right? The line in the sand. And we're there right now. Right. So, and again, the worst case scenario is we go back all the way to here at 111,000, 110,000 is the strongest level of support we have. That we have not already lost. We already lost our strongest level, which was before at 117,000. We were stuck there for weeks, and here we go back to 112. Oh boy. Hey, it is getting wicked up a decent amount of time. This is on a 30-minute, 15-minute, the 5 minutes got a little bit of legs. could see this come up a little bit, maybe. The Fed minutes could make or break this entire day, guys. Okay, going back here, you're saying that is right the first time. Yes, I got your name. Gotcha. It's Bobbin. Like Ray-Ban? What? No, but Bobbin? Yeah, Bobbin. Yeah. Yeah, Bobbin. The sunglasses 100% free the herb. Free the herb. Oh my God, Bobbin. 111,000 Bitcoin incoming. Everybody chant banana. Banana. When banana? Where did banana go? There it is. When banana? Oh, jeez. Oh, right. Freedom. Speaking of freedom and chaos. Chaos and freedom comes in with Jake the Snake. Good morning, Jake. Good morning. I need to show harder. Yes, I know. I need to show harder. Guys, we need to get to 1,000 subs. And in order to do that, I need you to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Trying to get to 1,000 subs before the bull run. And it's a perfect time to do it. Only 150 away, guys. Only 150 away. Let's get it. All right. So that's what's happening in Bitcoin right now. A little bit of a flash crash on the current moment. But it's nothing we haven't seen before. Yeah. I mean, we were just here last night, was it? Yeah, just last night. So, could we bounce back right here? Create a double bottom on the 4 hour. Double bottom on the 4 hour. Flip this thing green and continue on with the banana. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, I don't know. It's definitely a crucial moment for Bitcoin for sure. How's our Ethereum doing, by the way? He still hasn't broke 4,000. I mean, so it's still holding up. It's wicking up pretty good right now, actually. As Bitcoin sees some pressure, sell pressure right now. We got Ethereum holding on. Look at this, Jasmine still holding the 1.5. Damn, let's go, Jasmine. I'm surprised. I would have expected this thing to be like 1.2, 1.3 by now. Kind of mimicking XCM. XCM had that huge pullback just from a couple days ago. Has not recovered very much since either. Swiftcoin still holding about 1 cent. I mean, I gotta give it to most of these altcoins, man. They're holding on pretty strong. CPEC, it could be a little better, but still holding on its average, right? Average lows. This is pretty good. It only fell down to as low as the end of July. Still hold on to 204. So we don't want to lose 204. That's for sure. What else we got? Well, sitting at 2 cents 7. Damn, I might pick up some more well today. Damn, that's right at the bottom basically. We haven't seen this low. Yeah, I mean, we were just there at the beginning of the month too. Maybe not. Maybe I'll wait a little longer for stuff to fall off and be a little bit more oversold. Everything's already oversold. We're getting in those ranges, guys, where it's either make or break. So make sure you got some money on the sidelines in case we see more blood. Do not, I repeat, do not be catching this falling knife. You don't want to be... Jesus. You want to be catching a falling knife in the middle of the bull run. Oh, God. Okay. I almost had a heart attack picking up that damn thing. Okay. Moving on. We got to get back in the news, see what else they're rattling on about. But all in all, I'm feeling pretty good either way. I'm ready to buy up some more. A little dry power I got left. A little bit of income coming in. Hopefully soon. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's go back to Bloomberg real quick, see what's going on. The talking heads over there. Who do they have on now? Who do they got on now? They got nobody. They're coming back right now. Check on them real quick. I'll just go back to CNBC. They're also on break. Everyone on break all at once again. Come on, everyone, literally everyone, even Fox Business. All right, going back to Bloomberg. It looks like they're gonna come back here any second now. Nope. That wasn't even live. How does that even happen? I don't know. All right, let's take a look at some crypto headlines. It is now 10 a.m. That's the exact time when we're done waiting for crypto news to load. Let's see what we got going on for crypto news this morning. Cointel raises $7.4 million in strategic round led by Avalanche and Sugafam Incorporated. Is this for more real-world assets? Let's find out. Cointel, an AI native platform for crypto education, intelligence, and real-time trading support, has raised $7.4 million USD in a strategic funding round led by Avalanche, the high-performance US-based layer 1 blockchain known for the real-world utility. Sugafam. Sugafam? It's probably Suga. Suga. We Americans like pronounce weird, like so many things so weird. Like it's sugar, like sugar. It's like, I don't know, the way it's spelled is sugar. Anyway, one of Japan's most trusted Web3 innovation firms and other top prestigious investors. This funding solidifies Cointel's position as the intersection of AI, crypto, and education, building a global, scalable platform that meets the needs of new users, data-driven traders, and everyone in between. Cointel isn't just another tool, it's a compass in the next generation of digital investors in Japan, where trust and precision matter. It's already becoming a daily habit, says Suga Farm Incorporated. It's probably Suga Famu Japan. Cointel addresses this gap by providing a single subscription platform that combines AI-powered insights, gamified learning, which is really popular these days, and verified intelligence designed to support new users and experienced traders alike. Avalanche backed North American Next. Avalanche's investment signals more than in technical alignment with its statement, confidence in Cointel's North American expansion strategy with regulatory-friendly foundations and product market fit confirmed in Japan. Cointel is scaling quickly into the U.S. and Canada. So it looks like big moves out of Japan. As venture capital starting to move a little bit, getting the gears rolling. It's taken the whole freaking year. I mean, it wasn't like last year where they came right out the gate fast and hard back in February, March, April last year. Man, Japan was making moves. It sounds like they're getting a little slow start with, of course, the uncertainty in their economy as well. Yeah, they've had their interest rates like basically to nothing since the 80s, and now they have to start ramping that up, and they're losing on the yen dollar trade. So yeah, Japan's not looking the hottest right now, but hopefully they'll flip that with crypto. I hope so anyway. XRP and ADA lead, altcoin losses amid market-wide dip. It's a nothing article there. A bunch of hopium and FUD articles. There's pretty much nothing here today, guys. Holy crap. Yeah. Andy coming in and saying, "When Moon Otaku with a $10 super chat." Thank you, Andy Bandy. Oh man.
Money now.
£10 sterling. Thanks again, Andy, for supporting the chaos. When Moon Otaku, you know the answer to that. It's always.
When will then be now? Soon.
It's always soon, man. It's always soon. Let's go, Jasmine says, yes, Cliff, 100%. Let's go, Jasmine. Let me get back in the chat and catch up with you guys as I was ranting and raving on that last article. I love hearing, of course, anything out of Japan. And of course, I don't know if you guys heard, we did talk about their latest stablecoin advancements. They just had their first regulatory approved stablecoin in Japan. A0, what's this? IOTA chosen one by Woof. PLI plugin, next chain link. Interesting, James. I'm not sure of this giant spam. Are you basically spamming your whole portfolio? I'm not sure what is going on here. A0, Algo. Algo, I definitely believe Algorand's still a sleeping dragon. I was calling that last year. XDC, Cow, Tonic. Not too familiar with some of these other ones, but he says I'll thank him later. Gotcha. Jacob 6 says, "I told you not to ignore your gut of baseline bear last night." Yeah, I know. I'm trying to convince the market to otherwise go, and this is just a childish game that we're playing. But yeah, this is exactly what happened anyway. We went right on top of our bear, baseline bear. This is the third day in a row now. We went baseline bear. And I'm just like, I even said it last night. I said, I know what's going to happen, but screw it. Screw it. I'm like, it's going to happen again. I know it's going to be baseline bear, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to stick to my convictions. It should be It should be, realistically, a baseline bull in the heat of everything that's happening right now. But I don't think this is going to go dramatically much lower. I mean, who the hell is selling right now? That's what I want to know. You have to have, you basically want to watch the world burn. Let's see here, which is fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's go. It's my favorite color anyway, guys, red. Yeah, inspection, yes. Chaos is heating the Midwest. Yeah. Jesus. Let's go. Yes, it is heating the Midwest here in Illinois. I live in Normalville, Illinois, guys. I'm not even making this shit up. Normal, Illinois is where I live. It's where all the normies are. I lose my mind every day when I walk out of the bunker. Let's go. Yes, yeah, let's go. Jasmine, and of course, going back to Andy supporting the chaos. Thanks again, Andy, for supporting the chaos. Let's get back in the news so what else we can dig up today. And again, it is past 10 o'clock, so some of the news should be loading. I gave it plenty of time, as always. Cryptonews.net. Let's see what we have here. API 3 price surged over 100% this week. I'm not sure what that project is. Bitcoin Core Hex Trust unlocked institutional staking access. XRP flashes major buy signal after dumping over 26 billion. Seriously, it's like it's worth less than SUI right now. Sentiment shares a historical bottom signal for Bitcoin. It's happening 2 months ago. That's the thing I don't understand either. Like, now that I just mentioned it, I don't even know why I brought that up. Let me look at the charts real quick. But XRP for the XRP Moon Boys, man, like it's down under $3, $2.80. And SUI right now, what's SUI sitting at? Why did I even mention this? I don't even know. I just thought that was weird that the price action for XRP is lower than SUI. I don't think I even have a chart for SUI up. Oh, there it is. There it is. $3.40 as of this morning. I might buy a little bit more today. I don't know. I'll just have to look and see where we're at later. But still holding on to some bullish trend lines a little bit here. Could see a little bit of a pullback as low as $2.10. That would be insane. I would love to see that, but no, probably not going to happen. Still not under $3, but this is insane because I'm still expecting maybe a 10x out of SUI. I'm not expecting much of a 10x out of XRP. We're lucky if we're going to get a 2 or a 5x. A 5x at most, right? 5x. Two in the next few months or maybe a few weeks. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're winding down to the end of the season. It's ridiculous where we're at right now with some of these coins. Cliff coming in saying we're going. I'm still going with October 3rd. To kick into high gear, something good in our space. That's like the rounding off at the very end of the season. October was our previous all-time high, I think that was the previous peak of Bitcoin, 2021. Might have been November. Yeah, it might have been November. No, I'm pretty sure it was the end of October when we got the previous peak. So somewhere between October and November is what I'm expecting to kind of play out. If this goes like any other cycle. If it doesn't, then maybe we'll see a rally into the end of December, a sell-off, and then a quick flash back up into the next year. That might happen too, because we were so oversold this year. It's ridiculous. I haven't got any vibes at all like 2021. It doesn't. There's no euphoria. Good morning, fan. Amp Night in the house. How's it going? Good morning to you, Amp Night. How you doing? Let's get back into the news and see what else we can dig up. I want to, of course, take a break from crypto news. It's kind of lackluster anyway. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything over in the TradFi space.
Alexis, Christophers.
Go. Oh, brother.
It's a few years.
Frustrated hedge fund investors push back on Sky High fees.
I mean, you guys are veteran broadcasters. That's the way to put it for our listenership, right?
Just bantering about.
We've worked everywhere and worked with everyone.
That's a dangerous word, Paul.
Been here forever. Okay. All right, move on. Come on, we got to get some.
As John was just reporting, selling out there in the marketplace led by the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Alexis Christophers, and we're joined by Bloomberg's Christine Aquino. Christine, what are you looking at?
Well, John Tucker mentioned it, so let's talk about it. Target, ticker TGT, shares down today, right. So down currently 8%. So
probably going to be more Hertz, more Target, more Intel, more Home Depot, Lowe's. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's what they're probably talking about today. All right, see what else we're talking about. CNBC. Anything good here? NASDAQ on track for our first negative week in 3 weeks.
It now play out this morning as well with the NASDAQ down another 1.5%. Do they get worried? Do you get more calls, or is everybody sort of, I don't know, complacent and or not overly concerned about really what's only a couple of days in the making here in terms of a significant fall?
I'll answer that in two ways. The first way is that this has been, whether it's from a dealing with volatility, emotional or political stress, this has been a really heavy half of a first year. And so I think in general, people are feeling good about their portfolio construction because it navigated well. The high in February to coming back in May. And I think people are really taking a breath. The second thing is that every day, my client base, their children, their companies are getting more and more involved in the practicality and usage of AI. So they're actually really starting to see what it is apart from just I use ChatGPT once or twice. And so I think there's this balance of having seen for the first time in many years, which was just a beta market, having seen portfolio construction be meaningful emotionally and from a return perspective to their portfolios, and at the same time starting to experience really what is AI and the fact that it can both from a productivity and from a margin perspective, be a sea change going forward. So there is a lot of comfort right now. I think September, for all the reasons we discussed, in terms of really looking at the health of the consumer, there's a huge bifurcation that we're not talking about between the high-end consumer and the low-end consumer. As I said early on in response to some of Sarah's comments, I think there's also a bifurcation in terms of goods versus services and staples versus discretionary. So I think that really, and the labor market is going to be what we're looking for and what's going to make people and institutions, hedge funds, et cetera, make any change.
All right. I think we're all caught up on that now. Right, or else we see what else we have here in the rest of the crypto news. Bank of America predicts end of large cap equity dominance, beginning of small cap surge. Here's when. That's what's coming out of Bank of America this morning. Let's see what we got here. Financial giant Bank of America reportedly thinks large cap stock dominance could go away to small cap gains in the United States. Federal Reserve cuts rates in the coming months. Yeah, we could definitely take some more interest into small caps here in the United States now. I think it's way too heavy on the top 7, right? In the client note reviewed on Yahoo Finance, Savita Subramanian, Bank of America's head of the U.S. equity and quantitative strategy, says the market could mimic the environment of the early 2000s. This is crazy. Going back to the dot-com bubbles. This is crazy. When the value of small cap stocks outperformed after the dot-com bubble burst. History would suggest that there's more to go in the cap-weighted dominance, but is the Fed's next move is a rate cut, and if the regime indicator is shifting to recovery, we think the run may be closer to done. Easing has been accompanied by the mega caps lagging more than leading, and the higher inflation should support a broadening of the S&P 500 beyond defense's secular growth. I thought that was really weird too. We covered that with Intel yesterday. There was a lot of talks about Intel, of course, with the U.S. government purchasing 10% of the whole entire company. That it was kind of weird that mega cap isn't really that big either. So it's sitting 150 in market cap. It's outside the top 100 for sure. So I think honestly that even is a little overlooked too, or a little overlooked. It's a little overlooked, yeah, a little overlooked. God, oh man, I still can't wake up this morning, guys. I'm almost done with my coffee. Damn, need more coffee. All right, so yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, a good perspective from Bank of America. But still, small caps. I don't know. I feel like they're missing the big picture too. That with inflation and of course the empty money supply, if you're following everything, all the money is basically sitting in the top 7 companies. It really is all just sitting right there. Nvidia is over $4 trillion in market cap. Speaking of which, let's see where that is at this morning. Nvidia currently sitting at $4.145 trillion. Bitcoin still holding number 7, just under Amazon. Again, we need this to flip again. We need the flippening to occur once again. All right, what else we got here in the news? What else can we dig up? Let's take a look at Daily Coin. BlackRock, Grayscale, bail on ETFs, Ethereum price under pressure. We already talked about this at great length last week. BlackRock bails on the XRP ETFs, which is kind of weird, and I think Solana ETF as well. But Grayscale also bailing on ETFs. That's interesting. Grayscale's usually the first one of the party. BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale, the big three of the ETF market, also negative inflows on days in a row, 3 days in a row. Bearish trend was particularly strong on August 19th. Yeah, obviously the Jackson Hole sell-off. BlackRock, it's just talking about being sold. They won't buy ETH. Yeah, so ETH, it's all ETH. Oh, I thought this was going a different direction. Bail on ETFs. Okay. I thought they were bailing on the prospect of, the initial ETF offerings. Yeah, BlackRock's still not doing it. I'm pretty sure Grayscale already is doing something with Solana and XRP. They don't want to be behind on that. Toyota makes a major blockchain move. AVAX could benefit. Damn, let's go. More Japan news with Avalanche. Man, I'm going to have to build a bag of Avalanche sooner rather than later. Man, I sold off on my Avalanche at the beginning of the year. Or at the beginning of last year, I forget when I sold it. This is crazy. The world's top automaker tests Avalanche-based system to link vehicles, regulators, insurers, and infrastructure in a unified digital platform. Toyota's blockchain lab, the research and development team of the Toyota Group, has unveiled mobility orchestration network, MON. Jake the Snake coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, my man, for supporting the channel yet again, my man. You're saying here's two ZBAC to help perk you up. Is that really $2? 2 ZBACs, really? Oh my! It's if it's $1. Oh my god! You crazy bastard! You crazy bastard! You.
I'd buy that for $1.
Breaking my buttons today. Yes. ZBAC to $1. 2 ZBAC. Oh my god, you ridiculous bastard. No sad taco. Yeah. I'm not sad. I'm just not awake. I just can't wake up. I need more coffee. All right. I like this idea though. I like where Japan's headed with all this news today. MON, the mobility network. Oh, Jesus, he's Cliff coming in with 5 ZVAC now. Oh my God, you crazy bastards. Thanks again for supporting the channel. C-Story, yes. 5 ZVAC, $5. You guys are riots. You freaking riots. For those who know, right? ZVAC to $1, let it be. Oh my God. Jesus, never gonna happen. Not gonna happen this cycle. Not this cycle, guys. That's $85 billion in market cap. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We're lucky if we'll get 8 billion and get to 10 cents, right? 10, 12 cents. That's where I'm at least expecting anyway. Okay, as the world's top automaker selling 10.8 million vehicles in 2024. I love Toyota. I love Japanese, of course, automakers. I'm biased though. I am biased, a little biased, yeah. Stupid. Yes. Okay, I'll stop. Oh my gosh, guys, you a $10 super chat, boom, coming in from Perez. 10 Zebek now. Damn. I'm gonna have to buy some Zebek today, man. This is ridiculous, guys. 10 whole Zebeks. Apparently, everyone's already priced it in. Everyone's already priced in Zebek to $1 because the chat's feeling some kind of way about it. You guys are hilarious, man. You guys are hilarious. Thanks again for supporting the chaos, Perez. Thanks again, my man. I think I've just inked myself. I think I don't know, man. I still don't know what this animal is. God damn it. Oh, jeez. Where'd all the bulls go, man? There we go. They're called bulls, yeah. Anyway, Toyota says the project is designed to tackle some transportation industry biggest challenges, such as isolated data, a lack of interoperative networks, and automated industry, and the varying regulations across jurisdictions. How the MON works, Toyota's mobility orchestration networks uses blockchain to bridge organizational industry and regulatory gaps, allowing mobility access to more value smoothly across the globe. The prototype is built in 4 tiers. Avalanche servers serves as the base layer for recording and validating transactions. Above it, data access and control layer manages permissions and ensures interoperability. A mobility service layer supports applications such as payments, insurance, and data exchange, while an interface layer connects external participants and user-facing tools. Toyota says its systems could be applied to the wide range of scenarios, and from processing insurance claims and managing ride-sharing arrangements to enabling electric vehicle charging and tracking carbon credits. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. They're already again, I keep talking about infrastructure. We need the infrastructure. We're already talking about building it. It's already here. It's already here in Japan. They're already getting ahead of it. The curb. Toyota says the system could be applied to a wide range of scenarios, from processing insurance claims and managing ride-sharing agreements to enabling electric vehicle charging and tracking carbon credits. Each transaction could be carried out transparently without the need of a central authority. Building a blueprint for the industry, according to the Toyota's blockchain lab, MON is part of the broader vision to create a trust-oriented digital infrastructure for the mobility ecosystem. If the experiment moves beyond the lab into real-world deployment, MON could become a model of blockchain-powered transportation networks worldwide, potentially shaping how data payments and services are coordinated across the global monetary mobility industry. Mobility ecosystems, including automakers, insurers, regulators, and infrastructure providers, generate massive volumes of transactions, and successful MON could show how Avalanche can support data-intensive industries, expanding the real world into real-world applications. Increased transaction volumes could also boost demand for Avalanche. It's still one of my favorite blockchains, man. They just keep getting all these crazy partnerships. AVAX to cover network fees as well, and boosting the demand for it. Avalanche as a whole. On the flip side, MON is still a prototype, not a commercial rollout, until Toyota commits to development, and the impact may remain limited to hype and speculation, of course, as always. Why this matters: Avalanche is competing for the real adoption race, as we just talked about another play last night of Avalanche moving into real-world assets as well. Alongside Ethereum and other LTs. If Toyota pushes MON into real-world use, Avalanche could benefit from sustained demand, but for now it's more strategic signal than a guaranteed catalyst. It's not the first venture. It's definitely will not be the last. One of the first ventures actually was like a year or two ago. They were settling California driver's licenses and car titles on Avalanche, and again, that was a couple years ago. So they're already there. They're already known for it. They're already built the ecosystem for it, and I think they're definitely gonna be a big player in the RWA play. And again, it's one of my favorite tokens when it comes to adopting into gaming as well. I mean, off the grid, I talk about it all the time. It's the only game crypto or Web3 centric game I play. And again, all their NFTs, all their game items are NFTs on the Avalanche blockchain. All right, moving on. And there's a lot of interoperability with Avalanche too, like mentioned here as well. What was it? I forget where I read that, but basically, here it is here. Data access control, manages permissions, and ensures interoperability and mobility service supports applications, payments, insurance, and data exchange on the Avalanche network. Yeah, even off the grids, utilizing Avalanche for their NFTs ecosystem, and already bridged over to Solana now as well. So I'm very, very excited for Avalanche. I feel like I need to get a moon bag in the middle of a bull market now for this play into the bear market. I was gonna buy another huge bag in the bear market, but man, the more and more I hear, it's a sleeping dragon. It's gonna 10x at some point. It definitely deserves to be $300 by now. Okay, getting back to it. It's really underperformed. Really, I mean, it's nowhere near even $100. I think. I forget what the high even was last year. All right. Good morning, Ramona in the chat. How's it going? Good morning, Ramona. Everyone, please hit that like button and subscribe. Please don't forget that, guys, to do all the things. I need to shill harder. That's right. Thanks again, Ramona, for reminding me. I need to shill harder, trying to get to 1,000 subs before the bull run. Let's go, guys. Gotta unlock all the superpowers. Hit that like and subscribe down below. Thanks again, Ramona, for recommending. What was it? I forget the name of it. True Romance? Perfect Romance? That movie was awesome. I cannot believe I went through my entire life without seeing that movie. Christian Slater, I love that persona of Christian Slater, the way he carries himself in that film. It reminds me of Pump Up the Volume. That was another one that I missed out on. You guys pushed me towards that last year, I think it was, or the beginning of this year. Pump Up the Volume was one of my favorite movies now. Yeah. So yeah, any recommendations of Christian Slater around that time frame in some good movies, man, I would definitely be up for it. He's kind of my spirit animal now. Oh, jeez. Jacob Snake says, Crypto Mom's here. Better behave. Well, everyone's always on their best behavior in the morning. They're still too groggy waking up, in the back seat of the car on the way to school. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Yes, I am the innocent one, says Jake. Yeah, at this point, you're actually a little bit more tame compared to the rest of them at night, man. Seriously, Nebs and Ben really bring on the chaos every single night, guys. So if you're not here at night with the foreign market open, make sure you take a gander at us. It's insane what we are up to and our antics at night. All right, let's see what else we got going on in the traditional markets. Let's get back into that real quick, see what Bloomberg's talking about. And then we're probably going to head out soon because it's getting there. About 10:30 soon.
Opening right on the Fed board for
Jackson Hole. More Jackson Hole.
President Trump to continue to shape this Federal Reserve. You mentioned this is a tactic they've used before with other high-profile Democrats. Do you think it's going to work this time?
Well, it all comes entirely down to whether they can back up the allegations with the evidence. We have yet to hear from Governor Cook on this, or from the Federal Reserve. They have so far declined to comment. We really have to just wait that out, see which side can either stand up the allegations or knock them down. But you're right. If this does end up resulting in a departure from the Fed, Governor Cook, and I'm not saying that's likely at all, but if it were to result in that, it would create an opportunity for President Trump to nominate a new person, presumably someone who would align with his views on monetary policy, just as he's done in filling a vacancy that exists right now. Governor Adriana Kugler unexpectedly resigned early. Now her term was due in January anyway, so it wasn't that big of a shock, but Trump has since nominated the chair of his Council of Economic Advisors, Stephen Myron, somebody who agrees with his view on interest rates, to fill that post. This would be yet another one. So it's an interesting tactic for creating new openings. I don't know if it's going to work, but that would seem logically to be part of the goal here.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. We appreciate you jumping on here. Chris
just
Condon, Federal Reserve team leader, Bloomberg News. Again, President Trump demands Fed's Cook quit as Pulte seeks mortgage probe. That's the headline. The reporting's on the Bloomberg terminal on Bloomberg.com, so check it out. We'll continue to report on that going forward. We'll get back to the markets here, where we do have a sell-off. The S&P's off 0.8%. The Nasdaq's off 1.5%. Let's talk markets.
Tech sell-off. Bitcoin's probably gonna still hit that. Oh no! Actually, we just came up a little bit. Actually, we're hanging in there, guys. Just barely above our bear target. This is insane. It's not that bad, guys. We're basically baseline today. It's fine. All right. Gonna need a Three Ninjas. Yes, Perez. Yes, that's one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Three Ninjas. Intruder alarm when Crypto Mom shows up. Yeah. Definitely inspired me when I was a kid, for sure. I love that movie. We really started something wild. Yeah, we really did, Jake. It's crazy. It's nuts what the hell you guys have done. Let me know too, Jake, if you're ready to get on. I would like to have you on as a guest one of these nights. Let me know. And then we also had, again, a shout out again to everyone. The Z-Bag, that Z-Bag train was hilarious, man. I couldn't stop laughing. Freaking what $2 Z-Bag, yeah, $5 Z-Bag, $10 Z-Bag. Freaking, it's not going to a dollar parity. Not yet anyway. Maybe next cycle. Gonna need a 1,000 subscriptions. When? Come on, guys. You know
when
when.
will then be now?
Soon. We need Bitcoin to get to 200,000, man. You know how crazy FOMO we're gonna get if we get to a $200,000 Bitcoin this year. It's kind of looking like it's not gonna happen now. It's looking like it's gonna be, maybe we're gonna get the sub 150s, 160s, unless America comes out with an actual Bitcoin allocation plan, right? That's the big thing. I think that is the only way we get to 200,000 this year or higher. And of course, when I'm referring to that, I'm also referring to my 1,000 subs. When 10,000 subs. Jesus. All right. MicroStrategy is about to take a major dip. Watch Bitcoin go to 105,000. No bueno. 100%. Let's go. Let's get this major dip. MicroStrategy's hurting, man. They're hurting bad. We keep covering it. The last two nights, it's getting worse and worse. But it's still. MicroStrategy said it in the past too. He's kind of where I'm at. Like, it's not going to hurt me until Bitcoin hits like 25K, right? And I think MicroStrategy as well. They're going to be buying it at the bottom anyway. So if it goes down, it's still a money printer. They're going to buy it all up anyway. They're going to find more ways to borrow money. They're going to, they're still going to pump it back up. So I'm not fudding MicroStrategy at all, or MSTR, and all their 5 products. Ridiculous. I'm nearly ready. I ordered it to fit my. Gotcha, Jake. I was giving you some time. I didn't know where you were. Definitely, whenever you're ready, my guy. My October 150K not looking so good. Bearish right now, huh? Yeah. No, it's not. If they continue this out, especially with, again, I said this before. 90-day extension on that ridiculous tariff. Back and forth with China. That basically is dragging the entire thing out the whole year. Tariffs the whole year. This whole year has been just nothing but FUD. And that, I think, is going to basically push this entire run into next year. We've seen a lot of the likes of OG crypto investors talking about how this could be the idea, right? I mean, Raoul Paul has been talking about this since the beginning of the year, since tariffs were first mentioned and pushed into the markets. Adam Back coming out and saying the same thing too, about how he expects an extended cycle into next year. This is going to be the first true cycle, is what he's calling it. When I see FUD, green and right follows. Yes. Red light, green light, and green light. We're ready to go, guys. 113.5. Let's go. Let's get this freaking. It's going back in the right direction. Tacos all year, says Jake. Tacos all year. That's right. Trump always chickens out all year long. Oh, geez, you guys are hilarious. At least on tariffs, yeah. But the defanging the EPA is going well. No more smog checks soon. Really? No more smog checks in Ohio? I know they still have all the smog and all that stuff in Pennsylvania. I've got friends and family in Pennsylvania. They still do all that stuff there. My God, you have to have not a single thing has to be wrong with your vehicle, basically. For the structural integrity of the vehicle on the road. Anyway, guys, enough ranting about the normie stuff. I'm gonna do one more pass and see what's going on with TradFi. As Trump demands FedCook to resign. He's something else, man. He's definitely pushing the pressure on all political pressure anyway towards the markets.
Getting what Saudi Arabia and the UAE, even though those are kingdoms, and I recognize those are kingdoms and not democracies or republics, the fact is that, Biden with the CHIPS Act, he's investing $52 billion into getting manufacturing of semiconductor chips here in the United States, but we weren't getting anything for that. So Besant and, Letnick and all these people are out there saying, why aren't we getting some return for these grants? And the truth is, we're going to have to, because we cannot sustain the debt level that we have without private investment.
The future is, and this is still the same narrative pushing all day. The future of the government is venture capital. This is crazy. We're literally building Blade Runner. We're literally building a Blade Runner world where only the top ones are picked out by the government. Intel, again, 10% on Intel. I still can't get over that. 10%. Ridiculous. All right, guys, let's see what else we got. That is what Bloomberg's talking about this morning. A lot of that narrative pushing out venture capital tendencies out of the U.S. government.
To understand the ins and outs of 24...
Nothing CNBC right now, and Fox Business. Come on, give me something. Nothing on Fox Business. Everyone's on break now. Let's take a look at headlines. Anything change? Anything new? Probably just that one I covered about 10 minutes ago. Nothing here. White House on Intel stake. Yeah, still the same stuff. Fox Business. Anything breaking? Anything? I had to hit the right one first. CNBC. Yeah, CNBC. That's where I'm at. CNBC. Come on. Nothing breaking? No. All right, guys. I think that's all we got today. I think that's it. Oh, wait. There's something new here. I like this one. NVIDIA. Bill Gates backed robotics startup Field AI hits $2 billion valuation after a recent raise. There we go. There's your replacement. I love teasing you guys in the chat. I was already replaced this year. It's all going to happen to all of us soon. Oh, man. The robots are coming. All right, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Let's double check crypto news. Make sure nothing else is breaking in our space. News is basically more along the lines of bullish and fuddish news. Nothing articles basically, as you can see here. No interesting headlines as of this morning. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph. China weighs yuan-backed stablecoins in major policy shift. They're getting ahead on that. Bitcoin sell pressure palpable as Bitcoin bids support stacks at 105K. Damn! Isn't that where Amp Knight was saying? Yeah, Amp Knight was saying that earlier. Bitcoin to 105K. All right, let's see. Get back in the chat real quick and see what else you guys are talking about here. Amp Knight says many folks expect an extended cycle, and just as many, myself included, expected a major altcoin rally in 2025 similar to previous cycles. That's concerning. Yeah, concerning. The orange-yellow light on the on the stoplight illuminates. I'm surprised not to see it glow with a B. Bitcoin. Oh, you're giving me ideas. Oh man, I could do that. Thank you, Mike. I love you guys. You give me so many great ideas. I love it, Cliff. Love it. I love it. I'm gonna do it. I'll find a way to do it. So I had to dim these so I can even display them. You can even see how I got to put the dimmer back on. I forgot to put the dimmer back on the Bitcoin sign. But I had to dim those, and the way I did it was I 3D printed some gray cylinders, and I just placed them inside of it. I kind of dim those lights because they were so bright. Oh my god, they were so bright. But so yeah, I could probably get a Bitcoin logo to display on that yellow, and make it even orange too. If I did that probably in a red, I'll probably get on that today, guys. Thanks again. Oh my god, give me so many great ideas. I love it, Cliff. I love it. Thanks again, Cliff. I'll try to remember to do that before I before I head out for the day. I gotta get some errands done today too. Nobody can replace the king. That's right, the king of Ohio. Jake the Snake, guys. Do not forget it. Do not forget it. I gotta get some stuff in preparation for your arrival as well. I gotta get a little segment done. We did talk about that before. I have some good ideas on that too. I'm excited to work on that. Oh my god, you guys! I gotta get it back into the swing, man. McFreedoms. I gotta get freedoms done. I gotta get a logo going on that street light, that traffic light. What else? And then yeah, I gotta finish Jake the Snake's intro. I can't wait. All right. We're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. We're only getting started. All right, let's see what else we got here. I have, in my opinion, cycle ends towards the end of 2025, says Amp Knight, catching many with their pants pulled down with a possible 5 to 10x on selected alts. At that point, many will be holding and hoping to break even. That's interesting. My sentiment is basically we're gonna run this out. It's all gonna be about tariffs. We're gonna be chopping until we get to two catalysts, right? One being Bitcoin gets purchased by the United States announces a treasury strategy in a meaningful way, right? The one that actually matters, and that bumps, of course, the price of Bitcoin and other coins up as well towards the end of the year. And also we can get a fake out at the end of the year at tax season. I think that's probably going to happen. I really feel as we get closer and closer to the end of the year with absolutely no parabolic moves in sight, I feel like we're going to move this into next year, and it's just going to be a fake out. We're going to sell everything off at the end of the year. We're going to fake everyone out. Everyone's going to take tax season, cuts, pay their taxes, and then come right back full swing at the end of January and just freak everyone out. I think that's going to happen at some point. Again, these cycles are going to be done anyway. I think this is the perfect time to do it. I mean, it's the perfect time. There's no other opportunity for these institutions to shake everything else out, right, and buy it all back in at the end of the year, a huge discount. That's my I guess idea anyway. Nobody can replace the king 100%. Strawberry Dragons, good morning, Strawberry. How you doing this Strawberry? How you doing? My favorite flavor of dragon still has a job. It's amazing. I don't know how she has a job. It's insane. The robots, I talk about the robots every day, AI and everything, and she still has a job. And one of the most replaceable sectors too. I love teasing you, Strawberry. In my opinion, cycle ends towards the end of 20. Okay, I just missed Strawberry there. Gotcha. Smart, do the show up well in the room. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, Smart, do show up on the room. Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate that. Ramona says the M2 indicates in the end of 2025. Yes, that's kind of where the M2 is going, and it's a lagging indicator, so we're about a month or two behind on it. And so yeah, by the end of the year, we're gonna be peaking. Strawberry Dragon says, "I wish I was replaced." Be careful what you wish for. I did the same thing. Last few years, I was like, oh man, it'd be nice if I didn't have to work this 9 to 5, and I just got replaced. I'm ready for it. It's fine whenever it happens, and it happened. It eventually happened. I got laid off at the beginning of the year, January 1st. I went back to work, and they after Christmas break, and they're just like, "See ya." I'm just like, "What the hell?" My salary was too high, and they can do again as a graphic designer. All they have to do is hire like someone. And give them, access to a few different AI models, and yeah, you pace basically an entire team of 4 down to 1 or 2 for some of these bigger or medium-sized companies. Anthony says, I just saw some news. I'm not sure if it's true. 2 mining pools are now controlled 51% of the Bitcoin network, which may cause 51% attack. I'm not sure if that's true either. We could take a look at that. It does sound like something we did read about last night. Some of the mining difficulties on Bitcoin and the potential for it to fizzle out after 10 or 12 years from now. I think you're just talking about the risk if that were to happen. I don't think that's actually playing out right now. I don't think anyone actually owns 50% of the or are any of the miners control 51%. Actually, we can take a look at this actually pretty easily. Mining Bitcoin by country. We can at least just kind of look at that and see where the countries line up. It's been a while since we saw that. Mining Bitcoin by country. Come on, give me a pie chart or something. Bitcoin mined by country, 2025. Here we go. Should give us some numbers here. So 37% of all the Bitcoin mining is done here in the States. Again, that's not a single mining company. And then we want to go deeper into mining pools. Let's see. Mining pools with the highest hash rate. Take a look at that. See where that's currently lining up for Bitcoin. It's probably not going to matter. Yeah. Comparison of mining pools here. Hash rate index. Come on. There we go. Right now we have a 31%. The largest we have is Foundry USA coming in at a 31% of hash rate. So again, we're still not there. That's what I suspected as well. We're still not there, but what you probably read was basically just outlining the risk of a mining pool taking up to at least 51% of its hash rate. And even then, it's still a myth. It's still like a everyone's trying to get these ideas in their head. What could kill Bitcoin? What could stop Bitcoin? What could be the end of Bitcoin? It's never happened. Even attack on the network, like an actual. We haven't seen a down day on Bitcoin since inception. I mean, there was. I think it's in the earlier days it was down a few times. Last time Bitcoin was down. What was it? 2010, 12, 13? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 10. And another time in 13. Only down twice, ever. 99.99% uptime. All right, so yeah, I'm definitely going to put those. I have definitely put all of my concerns to the rest when it comes to Bitcoin, especially when you're early, you're trying to figure it all out. 100%, I understand the idea around it and why people come up with these theories. I remember one of the big ones back in 2021 was, what about the end? What if everyone shuts off the internet? Even in that extreme, right? Shut off the whole internet. It's like that one scene from the IT crowd. The internet box. I don't know if you guys seen that show. I love that show, the IT crowd. The whole internet is in this one box.
It's wireless nowadays.
Be careful.
So I can really use it in my speech. What if someone needs it?
Oh, no. People will still be able to go online and everything. It'll still work.
Oh, good.
I tell you, you present this to the shareholders and you will get quite a response.
All right. So anyway, for those who know, they know. But anyway, the whole idea of Bitcoin and the internet. Even if the internet were to completely get wiped out, we get this huge entire, like, I don't know, it would never happen, but solar flare that would knock out, like, say, half of the world's electronics. So we get an EMP in certain, like, in like New York or something. Like, even if the largest outage we've ever seen ever occurred, it would not be enough to stop Bitcoin. You'd have to literally stop people. I mean, it's you'd have to put laws against it. You'd have to go into an authoritarian dictatorship across the entire world. Control the entire world is the only way to control Bitcoin, or knock it down, to knock it down in a meaningful way. And the idea around that is basically, as soon as everything goes down, as soon as you spin it back up, the network is live again, and we carry on like nothing happened. Once so many nodes are valid are up and validated. So that's the idea anyway. Russian miners, Jake the Snake. Ramona M2 suggests more quantitative easing if the bull flag breaks out. If not, we are in for a bloody Christmas. New Year. We didn't get much of a Santa rally last year. Well, we not really. We got the reaction of the markets in after the election buzz, and that was pretty much the heat of it, the top of it, and then the sell-off, of course, last year into the tax season. As always, we see that always fizzle out, and then we had the big run-up in January, and I feel like that we're going to get something like that next year, but in a bigger way, and a more trappier kind of way, bold trappier kind of way, right? That's what this animal is. I remember what a bull is. It's just been a minute. Bitcoin bouncing right now, 113.5. Still holding a little higher. It's got to break above this. It's already starting to see a little bit of wicking here. So we are now range bound between 114 and 112. This is not looking great. Again, before Jackson Hole, can we return back above our baseline? I hope so, guys. I hope so. And Ben, your prediction's not looking great. It's for tonight. Ben Lawrence, originally when we had a ton of bullish sentiment, was looking at $132,000 Bitcoin. And when we hit 124, we looked like we were starting to get some possibility of some big moves. It's kind of all fizzled out now, so that's kind of where we're at. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. It's now 10:48, going a little bit in overtime. It's fine. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to try to run some errands today. I got to get this glass done for my desk. They messed it up. I had this glass made when I first moved. They chipped. Oh my god, it was terrible, guys. Oh my god, it was terrible. And then I gotta get that replaced. And they lost my pattern twice now. I'm gonna run them, give them one more option. And if they cannot get this shit done, I'm just gonna go get a piece of a cheap piece of what do you call it? Acrylic made or something. Yeah, this is ridiculous. No more. I'm tired of this shit. All right, something's got to go right eventually, right? I'm still feeling some kind of way about these lights. I cannot believe my ceiling lights are dead. All right, guys, have a great day. I will catch you guys tonight. continuing the chaos into the evening. And the market's more than likely going to still sell off a little bit. Bitcoin could come back up to 115 though. You never know. You just never know. Why would you want to sell the best money we've ever created? Why would you want to sell that all off? And you know, I think a lot of these treasury companies are going to be buying up some of these dips. Speaking of which, before I go, let's just take a look quickly and see where I'm telling you, it's probably right around here. Here, yeah, right here, right there. Tuesday. That was yesterday, guys. Guess what happened? Everyone's freaking out, selling off. Guess what happened? They bought the dip. This right here is settling ETFs on Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, Otaku Tuesday. They purchased, about a 1% price action to the upside after everything dumped. Who's buying? BlackRock, Fidelity, Michael Saylor, treasury companies. Yeah. So again, keep selling your Bitcoin. They'll keep buying it. And again, we're oversold now. So a move at some point to the upside is definitely coming. Hopefully before Jackson Hole, but I would say sideways action until Jackson Hole is more than likely. We don't even see 120 until Jackson Hole. All right, guys, I will see you tonight. Have a good one. Yes, damn it. Nebs, you missed it. You missed it all. You're so late, my boy. You're so late. I will catch you tonight, Mabs. Don't worry, don't worry. 50 push-up, boys. 50 push-ups. Gamma, 100%. You tell them. Oh, man. It's fine, brother. It's fine. I'll see you tonight. Have a good one. I will see ya. Enjoy the damn. You brought more lube. I'll see ya. Oh, Jesus, you nuts. Later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, bold night king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my walls with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood talking to door. In other words, I should you. In other words, I love you.
Oh my god, you guys are insane in the chat. I can't read half of this shit anymore. Oh my god, I love it. I love you guys. It's so hard to leave. Every time I try to leave, it's so hard to. I love hanging out with you guys. Didn't fall asleep until the 3 a.m. California time. Damn, guy, damn. And then, yeah, Jacob Snake says, Nebs, you have now become the lube destroyer of hard times. I can't say that. That's insane. Have a good feeling about today, says Jake the Snake. I hope so, my man. I hope so. I still say sideways until Jackson Hole. Or a little downward, even maybe a little more of that pain Nebs is speaking of. Thanks again, guys, for coming out and enjoying the chaos with me. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Peace.